Miss Wolf.
Excuse me, madam.
Miss Wolf, please let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
Are you comfortable? Yes, I'm so glad. Everybody wanted to sit in your seat. I've been like a soldier fighting them away.
Oh, really?
I would not let anybody sit here. What shall we order? Shall we get some wine?
That would be lovely.
I think a good red wine, yes? Oh, forgive me. Perhaps you would like something lighter?
My father drank red wine and I'm afraid I picked up the habit. I know it's not very ladylike.
Nonsense. We will be able to share a bottle. I hope I will not get drunk.
Why?
For I'm turning into a happy little devil, especially when I am surrounded by a beautiful lady.
You are a charmer.
Are the reserves in that little town, what's it called again? Really as big as they say?
I cannot offer an opinion, monsieur.
No, of course you wouldn't. Quite brave of your wife to go all that way and live in the desert.
She would not wish to be without me. And it will be a good opportunity for Francois. He has a fine scientific mind.
He seems like a very active little boy. I don't suppose you could ask him for my cravat.
I think now that I remember him using it as a kind of sieve to test salinity in the water. Most remarkable in a boy of 7. Don't you agree?
Quite remarkable.
It is a natural curiosity of the scientific mind, monsieur.
Yes, and all that trapped in the body of a little boy.
Le train entre en gare de Salzbourg. Salzbourg, 10 minutes d'arrêt. Le train entre en gare de Salzbourg.
So you know I can carry my violin anywhere I go.
The piano is a little bit more difficult.
Aber Herr Schmidt, ich bin wirklich daran interessiert, was Sie machen geschäftlich. What is your business anyway? You make it sound so mysterious.
I'm afraid you would find it very boring, but without going into detail, I will say that my work here is not only commerce, and that in my own small way, I'm doing my part for the fatherland.
Tu es le pire des apprentis que j'ai jamais vu. C'est incroyable qu'on te laisse travailler à bord de l'Orient Express.
Je m'excuse.
Je trouverais un meilleur ouvrier que toi dans n'importe quelle brasserie à Paris.
Ah oui, mais par exemple, là, le couteau, il est pas aiguisé.
Eh ben justement, qu'est-ce que t'attends pour l'aiguiser?
Tous?
Ben bien sûr tous. Oh, excuse-moi, monsieur.
Pourquoi vous avez à partager votre
Souhait, monsieur Godib, monsieur.
La compagnie n'aurait-elle pas pu le mettre ailleurs?
Dans ma profession, il est parfois nécessaire de s'habituer à des conditions de vie difficiles.
C'est exactement pour cela que François et moi venons nous installer à Abadan, pour vous offrir une maison respectable. Chercher du pétrole dans le désert. Pourquoi ne sommes-nous pas restés à Villefranche? Votre situation était enviable. Notre petite maison était si jolie. Mon jardin était prêt à fleurir. Y aura-t-il des jardins à Abadan?
Le désert n'est pas réputé pour ses jardins, mais pour son pétrole.
Et quand il n'y aura plus de pétrole, François sera aussi sauvage qu'un nomade du désert. Il est déjà tellement impossible. Il rampe par terre et ramasse toujours les choses les plus sales.
Maman, regarde à la fenêtre. Il y a un cimetière.
Le sol est un endroit naturel pour trouver des insectes.
Oh, il est impossible de vous parler. D'abord le chien et maintenant le violon. C'est vraiment incroyable. Je veux à tout prix parler au chef de train.
Est-ce que c'est elle assise avec le gros monsieur? Je trouve qu'elle est très belle.
François, je t'ordonne de manger.
Good up.
Monsieur Webb, please follow me. We have a nice table for you right here in the corner.
Thank you.
Enjoy your lunch.
Mind if I join you?
No, by all means. I don't believe we've been introduced. George Abbott.
Tyler Whitney.
What foul weather. Can't seem to get out of this storm. It must be raining all across Europe. Quite remarkable, really. I understand you've made friends with the Obolenskys. You must introduce me. I'm fascinated by Russia. That was quite a scare you had last night. The chef de train told me you handled it quite well. You didn't happen to notice whether the other Russian fellow, what's his name, the young fellow, was hanging about?
I don't recall seeing him.
I'm afraid the old man has quite lost his head. Still, he has played a role for years as a sort of informal ambassador for the Tsar, if you know what I mean. I didn't know you were a doctor.
And you?
Oh, I'm travelling on business. Every now and then the company has a little matter to take care of on the continent, so off I go. Isn't she enchanting? That violinist, Miss Wolfe, she seems to be getting on rather well with Herr Schmidt. Not her type, I would have thought. Rather a surprise to see Herr Schmidt here. One would think he'd have his hands full back in Germany, what with his factories stepping up production and all that. Such an industrious people, the Germans. I wonder what business he has in the East. But you haven't told me a thing about yourself. Will you be going far?
All the way to Constantinople.
Oh, how lovely. Business or pleasure?
Actually, I'm traveling for my health.
Yes, so nice to get away from one's troubles, assuming one has any. New climates, new horizons and all that. Of course, I don't need to tell you that, you being a doctor. Quite a coincidence your being a doctor, and an American, I mean. When I boarded in Munich, the police were looking for an American doctor who'd got away from the police in Paris. Apparently he's mixed up with those Irish fanatics, Home Rule and all that, the ones that killed that policeman. Papers were full of it. Anyhow, it seems that this young doctor is in quite a bit of trouble.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers.
No, but I do. It's so much more fun that way. Still, it's none of my concern. I say, that jacket looks a bit short in the arms. Was it a French tailor who took it in for you?
I think I'll go check on the Oblinskys.
Yes, of course. Look forward to seeing you again. What a pleasant fellow.
Yes, monsieur?
The escalope. That's a sort of veal cutlet, isn't it?
The escalope de veau. Yes, monsieur.
Well, I'll have that. Well done, please.
Very good, monsieur.
Поднялась кутерьма.
В университете мы все говорили, договорили. Разговорами сыт не будешь. Words are lost in the air like the sound of church bells. A single deed is better propaganda than 1,000 pamphlets.
Замечательные слова. Ваш ход.
Pardon me, sir.
Pardon me.
I have drunk too much wine. I am a little bit dizzy. but you also have drunk, Fräulein Wolf. I am impressed.
I know I don't show it.
Shall we have our coffee in the smoking car?
That would be lovely.